What's up, everybody? My name is Key Air, and you are watching the important things that really matter. Today, we are going to be talking about women who pick the wrong man, part 3. Women who picked the wrong man, part 3. And in this particular video, we're going to specifically talk a little bit more about qualities of a Pookie. Main qualities of a Pookie, which to let you know that when you see these qualities, run from a person who has these type of qualities. So we're going to go into different types of Pookie. But usually they have the same type of mentality. They're actually kind of dumb, okay? A lot of Pookies that you may have that's causing all types of disruption and chaos in the community usually starts off by a Pookie that's got one or more women, and usually numerous women pregnant, okay, in the community, in the neighborhood, or around the city. Some Pookies have greater or lesser degrees of women who are pregnant. You have one extreme where I think in Baltimore, there's a guy or a number of guys in Baltimore that have numerous children. One may have 20 kids, one may have 30 kids, 40 kids. And then a person needs to, especially a woman really and truly needs to ask herself, if you're dumb enough to be with somebody that's got numerous kids and maybe even one kid, why would you be with a person that has 5, 10, 15, 20 kids, 30 kids, 40 kids, 50 kids? Why would a woman be dumb enough to get with a guy that's got all these other kids to begin with? And one of the things that women need to ask themselves also too, so we're talking about one of the qualities of Pookie is the quality is they run around getting people pregnant. And then after they get a number of people pregnant, they're like, oh shoot, I didn't think about that they could all come after me for child support. Like, duh, dummy. See, this is how they think. They had one guy, he's supposed to be a rapper. The rapper, this particular rapper, I don't know what his name is. And before I go into it, I like to say fair use. There is a particular rapper that was out there that was bragging about the fact that he got 2 lesbian women pregnant. Classic Pookie. Got 2 women pregnant. He's laughing, smiling, cheesing. I got 2 women pregnant. And they both lesbians. You can tell this guy did not think about hardly anything before he did it. Didn't think about any of his actions before he did it. He thought, and probably still don't realize unless somebody got a hold of him and say, dude, let me talk to you for a second. Yeah, what, man? What's up, man? Do you ever think about those 2 lesbian women that you got pregnant will probably come after you for child support? You won't just have one person coming after you. You have 2. So all that smiling and cheesing and stuff that you did and bragging about you got 2 women pregnant, there are 2 lesbian women that you got pregnant who will both probably come after you for child support. Okay? So didn't happen to think about that. That just, I guess, just didn't cross your mind. Okay? These are people that the guy didn't think about any of this stuff. He's thinking about, he's getting some type of props with his boys and other people in the community and stuff like that. Now, the older people look at him as like a big dummy. Because it's like, do you know how much money they're going to be trying to hit you up for? How many times they're going to have you running back and forth to court if they find out that you get a 10-cent raise on a job? Oh, back to court. Pookie, Your Honor, Pookie got a 15-cent raise, and I'm coming to get my cut, my share of the 15-cent raise and pay that he received, that I heard and found out that he received and paid on the job, or got a lump sum of money that I need to receive my share of his profits, and she's gonna have you back in court. And in this particular situation, since he got 2 women pregnant at the same time, there's going to be 2 women having him back, going to have him in court. And they'll probably be in court at the same time. okay, which is crazy. So these people don't think about what they do before they do them, which is the reason why you do not want to breed with a Pookie. Don't want to have a kid by a Pookie. Why is that? Because in Pookie's DNA, in any man's DNA, many of the man's DNA, his character, his quality, his characteristics is going to be transferring through his DNA genetic code to his son or his daughter. This includes even talents, abilities, and skills. That's why you look at, for example, let me give you an example. The Winans. The Winans is a very, very well-known gospel musical family, right? Okay? Mother and father had incredible musical abilities and talents. All those talents transferred down through the DNA, and also with the help of the parents, all those talents, abilities, and skills transferred from the mother and father all the way down through all of their kids, okay? These musical abilities and the parents' characteristics and the parents' morals and values and things along those particular lines all got mainly transferred through DNA and through being taught by the parents. I want you to follow this. So I think in the Winans family, they have something like, I think they got like 6, 7, 8 kids, something like that. All of them have musical abilities. All right. Now, since I made that clear, think about the Pookies. If you have a child by a Pookie, if he has any criminal activities or criminal behaviors in the past, those criminal behaviors, such as him breaking in people's cars, or stealing cars, or breaking in people's houses, or sticking people up and taking their purses, or robbing them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, or running con games on people, or getting a bunch of women pregnant and not thinking about the consequences afterwards. Those qualities that Pookie has is going to transfer through his DNA to his child. So you go have a kid by a Pookie, and you're actually causing more harm and more danger in the community. Because now the kid may come out and be Pookie times 10. So if Pookie was just breaking in people's cars, Pookie Jr. or son of Pookie is gonna be Pookie times 10. Pookie, the original version, was just breaking in people's cars. Pookie Jr. or son of Pookie is stealing people's cars. He ain't just breaking in cars, he's stealing people's cars, breaking in people's houses, selling drugs on the street, might be pimping women, and might be beating up his mama. You haven't heard about that, have you? No. I ran into a woman one time that sat up here and told me, basically, she had a son of Pookie, okay? She had a baby by a man who was a Pookie, and somehow or another we got into a conversation and started talking. She started telling me her son was beating her ass. I'm like, what? The woman was telling me her son was beating her ass. Did you hear what I just said? Probably, if you do a little bit of research, you'll find out that Pookie, the guy that got her pregnant, probably was whooping her behind too, and whooping other women's behinds. And all that stuff transferred through the DNA to the kid, okay? So now the kid comes out and they're Pookie times 10. Let's say that the woman has a female child by Pookie, okay? Child may come out, female child might come out, she might be trying to screw everybody in the neighborhood. Or she might be stripping at the strip club and prostituting at the strip club and outside the strip club. Let me give you an example of a daughter of Pookie, also known as Pookie Isha, okay? Pookie Isha had a friend of mine, let me say this, fair use. Friend of mine sat up here and told me he works in one of the plants as an electrician. I said, what's up, man? What's happening? He said, man, let me tell you about what's happening in the plant. I said, what happened in the plant? He said, man, there was this girl that was working on the line. I'm like, okay, she working on the line. She got a job, fairly decent paying job. Yeah, okay, she working on the line, so what's the problem? He said, well, girlfriend decides she wants to, start advertising that she's prostituting in the men's bathroom. So she's getting the word out. I don't know if she passed out flyers or what in the plant, but she's getting the word out that she is prostituting during the breaks, okay? When the line shuts down, they get like a 10, 15 minute break. She's up in the men's bathroom in stall number 3, performing oral on the men. I'm like, are you serious, man? Yeah. I said, man, what happened? So he said the word started getting around that she was doing oral to guys in the men's bathroom in a particular stall. So they would come up there to the men's bathroom in the stall while she's sitting in the stall on the toilet. She's doing oral to the man. Then the next guy comes in, pays her some money. She does some more oral. Before the end of the break, gets up, runs back to the line and starts back to work. The next break, she runs up to the men's bathroom, goes in one of the stalls. She has another appointment set up. So she's sitting on the toilet. She does oral on this guy while she's in the stall, and maybe another guy. And then before the end of the break, she's running back down to the line to get back on the line and start working some more. Well, you can probably figure what happened. Somebody told on her. Somebody told on Pookie Isha, which is daughter of Pookie, okay? Pookie Isha gets called into the Human Resources Department. Human Resources / personnel, okay? Gets called into the office. Human Resources / personnel says, Mr. Such and Such, we have reports that on your breaks, you're in this particular men's bathroom in such and such stall, performing oral on numerous men during your breaks. Is this true? Guess what Pookie Isha tells Human Resources. Pookie Isha says, hey, it's my break and I can do whatever I want to on my break. So Pookie Isha basically told the Human Resources Department, well, hey, if she wants to prostitute during her break, that's my business and not your business. Well, the Human Resources Department let Pookie Isha know, who is daughter of Pookie, let Pookie Isha know that she no longer has a job anymore, at least not working there. You know, she might have a job outside or something like that, but she ain't gonna have no job there where she working at. This, what I'm just telling you, is a true story. Had my mouth dropped open. I'm like, man, are you serious? No, this woman did not tell Human Resources that she can do whatever she want to do during her breaks. I'm like, wow. You know, any other person would have lied and said, I don't know what you're talking about. No, it wasn't me. Somebody got me mistaken. Why would I be in the men's bathroom anyway? You know, usually people lie. You know, folks be lying all the time, okay? Not Pookie Isha. At least not this time she ain't lying. Any other time she would be lying. But not this time she ain't lying to Human Resources. She basically told Human Resources, I do what I want to do on my break. And they promptly fired her. This is the true story. So, anyway, we're going to go a little bit further into qualities of Pookie. Number one quality, they like getting women pregnant and not having much responsibility of the kid afterwards. So even if the guy has a decent paying job, he's getting child support. Even if he only got one kid and he got a decent paying job, that guy might have $1,000 coming out of his pocket every month. $1,000, $1,500 a month coming out of his pocket every month. So even if he got a decent paying job, he still don't have hardly no money. So you got that $1,200 or $1,500 bill coming out of his pocket for child support, and that's just one child. If he's got numerous children, and each one of those women are coming after him for child support, this man literally may not have little to no money at all. I worked in one of the plants in the Metro Detroit area, and one of the guys was telling me on the line that there was a repairman that worked down the line. I said, yeah. He said, he's getting hit up for child support. I'm like, yeah. He said, this man works 50 and 60 hours a week. I'm like, okay, he works 50 and 60 hours a week. Yeah, those are a lot of hours, because usually it's 40 hours a week is the standard work week. Okay, but this man is working 50 hours and working 60 hours a week. He said, you ought to see this man when he gets a check after child support comes out of his check. I said, what are you talking about? He said, this man will sit up here and work 50 and 60 hours a week and get a check of $100. He get paid every week. He's working 50 and 60 hours a week. He gets a check of $100 after they already went in and took the money out of his check before he got it. So every time a man gets a check every week, he stands there, look at the check, and darn near almost starts crying. Because now he's thinking about, man, maybe I shouldn't got all the women pregnant. This man is barely making it. This man is working 50 and 60 hours a week. Every week. And only getting $100 a week. There are 4 weeks in a month. 50 or 60 hours times 4.